my fellow YouTubers. My name is Danae Spady, and I'm a little nervous to be making this video, in all honesty. I've been speaking to my best friend about creating a YouTube channel to basically talk about coping with anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, things of that nature, because I feel like it's a very serious topic that most people are ashamed to talk about, but you should not be ashamed. You should actually be proud of yourself for being able to get through each day, because it's hard task, and I suffer from anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and failed suicide attempts. I'm a recovering self-harmer who still has struggles. I'm sorry, a plane is passing. So I am currently a self-harmer in recovery. And each day is a journey, literally a journey. Sometimes I have to take it second by second. Some days I have to take it hour by hour. Some days I take it day by day. And sometimes it's easy, other times it's not. It is not an easy thing to deal with at all. So I do applaud all of you. I commend all of you for being so strong and for just being able to continue on and deal with it. I cannot tell you how many times I've been suicidal. I cannot tell you how many times I've suffered from failed suicidal attempts, and I've been super angry, like, why isn't this working? I'm so unhappy. I don't want to be alive anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And it's gotten to the point where I want to be emotionally and mentally stable and not have to use suicide and self-harm as my go-to every time something traumatic in my life happens. But I've been self-harming ever since I was in the 5th grade, actually. I had a lot of traumatic things happen to me in my past. If you would like for me to make a video and just express to you guys what exactly happened, I have no problem with doing that. A plane is passing again. I have no problem with opening up to you guys, because I believe the more people that hear my story, the better. There can be so many people out there going through what I'm going through who is ashamed to talk about it, but again, I do not think you should be ashamed at all, because it's life, and we go through these things. I don't know why we go through these things. Do I think it's fair? No, of course not. Do I get angry? Yes, every day. But we have to keep going. We can't let the anxiety and depression get the best of us. I just can't believe I'm finally here talking to you guys, because this is something that I've been wanting to do for so long. I've actually gotten inspired by the show called Awkward. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but Jenna, suicidal, her mother wrote this horrible letter about her, and she found out about it, and she blogs too. Like, she has a blog, and she expresses a lot of her thoughts and different things like that on there. So for a while I thought about making a blog, like why not just write everything, but I've been feeling like I need to voice. The more and more you talk about a situation, sometimes you tend to feel better about it, and I feel like I just need to talk to people. The more I talk about it, probably the better I'll feel. There's more people that can relate to me. I don't have to feel like I'm alone. I don't have to feel like I'm wrong. I don't have to feel like I'm weird or different or labeled as crazy, unstable. Those are terms that can really be a trigger for some of us who are battling with these illnesses. And I say it is an illness because it's just like diabetes, for example. It's dangerous. Like, if you're a diabetic, you're supposed to stay away from candy, and sweets. So if you are a person who is battling depression, anxiety, suicide, it's best to just know your triggers, um, accept them for what they are, and find the best way to cope with them. And I know that's so much easier said than done. Like, it's still so cliche for me, even, because it's just like when you're in that moment, it's so hard to like focus on those things. It's like, yes, I know my coping mechanisms. Yes, I know the things that I'm supposed to do. I know the things that I'm supposed to go to. But when it's happening, it is almost impossible for me to bring myself down from like a 10 to like a 2 or a 5 and like be rational. Like, it's extremely hard. It's impossible. And I get so angry with myself, and sometimes we can be our worst critics, our worst critics, because we don't give ourselves enough credit for the things that we did accomplish, for the days that we got through. And I feel like each day you get through is an accomplishment, and you should be happy. You should be proud of yourself. You should never, ever, ever feel like a failure. Even if you are a self-harmer or an addict or whatever the case may be, having a relapse does not make you a horrible person, because we are human. We make mistakes. Sometimes in the time of need, we go to things that are comforting. We go to things that we know are comfortable. We do things that are comfortable, and we should not be labeled wrong for doing such. And as I mentioned, I've been self-harming ever since I was in 5th grade. I am officially 22 years old, and I'm still self-harming. And another plane, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm still self-harming. Um, like I said, some days are better than others. Some days I feel like I have conquered the world. I've beaten it. I've gotten it. Then other days I just feel like, wow, like I suck. I let it happen again. I get so angry with myself. I'm just like, how could you do this to yourself? How could you? How could you? But we are all human. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes, and I do not feel like um, you're wrong for any of it. You're not. You're never wrong. You're never alone. I'm just so happy to finally be here doing this. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I don't know what gave me the extra push or the extra motivation to actually do it, but I'm happy that I got to this point. Um, there's so many things that I want to discuss on this channel. There's so much people I want to get involved just to express their sides of it, of anything that they may be battling, of how hard anything may be. I want to know everything. I want to know everything. As I can be as personal as you guys want me to be. I don't have a problem. I will share anything with you, because you will eventually be my YouTube family. You are my YouTube family. Um, and yeah, definitely I'm going to need the support, the encouragement to keep going, because it's not hard. It's not easy to talk about things like this. Another plane. Yeah. this is not something easy to talk about. So um, I'm definitely going to need the support and encouragement from everybody. Um, just give me your feedback. Um, let me know what you think. Um, but please, you are not alone. There's so many people out there that struggle with this on a day-to-day basis, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a constant battle. And the worst part about it is it seems like you're battling yourself, like your outer self is battling your inner self, or vice versa. And that's hard. It's hard. It's hard to keep going. It's hard to get up. It is hard. But yeah, definitely. I want to tell you, just keep pushing forward. Just keep going. Whatever the obstacle is, it's okay to fall down. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. Um, recognize the emotion that you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel that emotion. Allow yourself to understand that emotion. Allow yourself to understand why you're feeling that emotion. Give yourself time to feel it, to actually go through it. And then once you feel like you have gotten through the process of whatever emotion it is, whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that you're going through, find a way to cope. Find a way to move past it. Say, okay, I felt this way. This is why I feel this way. This is the emotion I'm feeling. This is why I'm feeling this emotion. And this is what I'm going to do to move forward. You know, it's not always going to be that easy. Nothing is ever that easy. So I don't want you to feel like it's that easy. It's going to be hard. There will be challenges. But definitely just try that and see how things go. I know a lot of people say find a coping mechanism. Finding a coping mechanism before you reach the level 10 is the most imperative thing, because you want to prevent yourself from getting to a 10. So if you feel yourself at a 5 or a 4 even, and you want to not get to a 10, pull out those coping mechanisms. Do things that you like to do. Do things that make you happy. Find a great distraction. I feel like pets are a wonderful distraction. They are so lovable. They keep you busy. It's like having a child. Go for a walk. Take a nice long hot shower. A bubble bath. Turn the lights off. Listen to some music. Write down things. I'm also a poet. I write poetry. I also want to write a book. And the title, well, I'm in the process of writing my book actually. I have been writing chapters. Um, and the title of my book is Inside the Mind of the Restless, Broken-Hearted Girl. I know it sounds a little long. Maybe I should shorten it. Now that I said it out loud, I'm kind of like, wow, that's a long title. But I'm definitely working on my book. I want to get my story out. I want to tell as much people as possible. I want everybody to know, because I feel like it's important. I feel like, you know, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, I feel like people feel like anxiety, depression is something that is embarrassing. Maybe they are embarrassed by it, but I don't feel like it's anything that you should be embarrassed by, because it is your life. It is who you. I don't want you to feel like anxiety and depression should define who you are as a person, but it makes you who you are, and it's what makes you so much stronger when you get through what you go through. When you're able to bring yourself out of it, that's what makes you so much stronger. It makes you so much stronger. Um, that saying, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. It may sound cliche, but it is so true. You have to think about it. Think about the worst time of your life, when you thought you was going to die, when you thought this was the worst thing that ever happened to you. How could you ever come back from this? You didn't think that you was going to get past it, but here we are today, and you're past it. That's the strength. That's what we need. In the weakest times, you have to dig deep into your soul and find that inner strength And sometimes we do not know our own strength until being strong is the only option that we have. And that's so true, because it's so easy for us to fall weak. It's so easy for us to just give up. But when you keep pushing, when you keep fighting through the toughest times of your life, and you get through it, it's truly amazing. You will feel like, that was me. Like, I did that. Wow, I'm such an amazing person. It will just make you feel like so much of a better person, and you are all amazing people already. So just imagine when you have that feeling of you just coping and getting through it. It's just an amazing feeling. It's truly amazing. And yeah, I'm so happy I'm finally doing this. And I'm just talking, and now I can't stop talking. But definitely remember, my main reason for starting this channel is because I want to talk about these issues. I want to talk about daily life struggles, coping mechanisms, getting through the tough times, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, suicidal tendencies, self-harming, addictions, anything, post-traumatic stress disorder, anything traumatizing that you've been through, um, any type of anxiety, crippling anxiety, separation anxiety, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, whatever it may be, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, whatever it is, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. I definitely have so much to share with you guys. I just want you. I also suffer from PTSD as well. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I know I mentioned the anxiety, the depression, the suicidal thoughts, the suicidal tendencies, that I'm a recovering self-harmer, but I also suffer from PTSD. And I want to be open with you guys. I want to share my life with you. I want to share all of my experiences, everything that I've been through. I just want to share with you. So, if you have any questions, any comments, any enlightenment, any advice, any suggestions, any ideas, if you want to know about each experience in my life that has led me to this point, please let me know. I'm so excited to share these things with you guys, and I will be waiting. I think I've talked enough for now. If you've gotten this far in the video, thank you for listening to me, because I truly appreciate it. You listening is what helps me. So the fact that you care enough to listen definitely shows good judgment, and I truly appreciate it. But please give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to me for more videos, for more talks, for more whatever it is that I may have in store for you guys. Please like, please subscribe, and let's get this channel off to an amazing start. Yeah, I have a good feeling about this, and I hope you all are excited as I am. Bye for now.